look, they don't regret voting for Trump, and they never will. The only thing that they will ever regret is that Trump hurt them the same way he's hurting everyone else.
Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by, supporting your girl on this channel. So all credit goes to the creators in this video. So guys, in today's video,
it's financially as well as emotionally. It takes a toll.
Vincent, you voted for Donald Trump?
Yes, I did.
He thought the Trump administration was going to focus solely on deporting criminals. It seems immigration officials, he says, are just trying to meet quotas now. 6 Nicaraguan men who on May 27th were detained along US 1 in Sugarloaf Key on their way to a job. Their immigration attorney says it should not have happened because 5 of the 6 have their paperwork in order with pending asylum cases. Vincent Scardina is the owner of the roofing company where they worked. He's owned it 37 years.
You become their friends, just not an employer, but a friend. And you see what happens to their family. It's quite a shock.
Given his support for the president, we asked what he would tell the commander-in-chief if he had a chance.
What happened here? This situation is just blatantly not at all what they said it was.
just imagine this man now in his FAFO season. He obviously voted against his self-interest, because how would you have people that have been working for you for a long time, right, and they have become more like family to you, they have become more like friends to you, and then obviously you knew, except you just want to lie, that the policies that this man wants to put in place, right, would affect those that are working for you and will affect you directly. But one way or the other, you felt maybe or maybe not, it's not going to affect you. And now that it's affecting you, you have no choice but to come out and say, oh, I voted for you. No, guys, do you think this man is worthy to be pitied, right? Because now he's all emotional and he's feeling bad. We don't even know what he's feeling bad for. Is he feeling bad because of the families of the people, of his workers that are being deported? Or is he feeling bad because it's directly affecting him? Or is he feeling bad because he's having a buyer's remorse? Or I really don't get it. Let me know in the comment section. What do you think?
Yeah, Donald Trump, looks, and man, I supported him this last year. I apologize for doing so. It was a bad calculation. At the time, it seemed like the right one. But Donald Trump should be impeached and removed for this. All of his supporters should turn on him. It's the absolute betrayal of everything that he ran and campaigned on and everything that he stood for. And
that is Dave Smith, a huge MAGA podcaster who endorsed Donald Trump, now not only stating that he regrets his vote, but calling for Donald Trump's impeachment. This is how upset the MAGA party is over Donald Trump's involvement overseas right now. They claim they voted for the president of peace, and now they just can't understand why Donald Trump is doing what Republicans always do and fueling war. The saddest thing about this is if you go to Twitter right now and you look up "I regret my vote" in the search bar, I'm just going to let this play out while I finish this video and continue talking. It's a bunch of people, like thousands of them. You can do this yourself. Thousands of people are just taking to the internet screaming about how they regret their vote and that Donald Trump should not be getting involved. I mean, even Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, fucking Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon.
You've lived in Key West for how long?
44 years.
Vincent Scardina is the owner of the roofing company where they worked. He's owned it 37 years.
It's going to be really hard to replace those guys.
Says losing these 6 men is losing a third of his workers.
We're not able in Key West to just replace people as easily as, say, a big city. Very limited people to pull from. And then you would have to train them. And that takes sometimes years.
But for Vincent, it's much more than that.
It's financially as well as emotionally. It takes a toll. You get to know these guys. You become their friends, just not an employer, but a friend. And you see what happens to their family. It's quite a shock.
Given his support for the president, we asked what he would tell the commander-in-chief if he had a chance.
What happened here? This situation is just totally, just blatantly not at all what they said it was.
Vincent, you voted for Donald Trump?
Yes, I did.
While he agrees with most of the president's policies, he thought the Trump administration was going to focus solely on deporting criminals. It seems immigration officials, he says, are just trying to meet quotas now.
Buyer's remorse? I don't know. A little bit.
How much damage does this create in your community?
It's not just happening to me. I mean, it's happening across the board. I know of one landscaper that lost 9 or 10 of the whole crew he had, and he's just totally out of business all of a sudden.
He wants his workers released and yearns for normalcy in his community and for the families of the men many argue were wrongfully detained.
Legally here, they have an authorization to stay.
Their immigration attorney says it should not have happened because 5 of the 6 have their paperwork in order with pending asylum cases.
Valid work permit, not even close to be expired. And again, no criminal record, not here, not in Nicaragua.
The immigration attorney told us she has filed a motion so they can be released out on bond. But she says things have become complicated as 3 of the men have been transferred to detention centers in Texas and California. We asked ICE about this case. A spokesperson says they're working on getting information for us. For NBC6 News, I'm Hat Savan.
I love a good FAFO moment, and boy, did this MAGA supporter have one. Vincent Scardina, a small business owner who has a roofing company in Key West, voted for Donald Trump this year. And then on May 27th, ICE swooped in and abducted 6 of his workers, a third of his workforce. He lamented about how difficult it is to hire new people in a small community unlike a big city. He said sometimes it even takes years to train them. He also shared a story of another person in the community who lost 9 out of his 10 landscaping employees, basically putting him out of business. All of the abducted employees of his were from Nicaragua, and they had valid work permits and no criminal records. Scardina even got emotional during the interview, saying that he considers many of these people his friends and has gotten to know their families. Talk about being out of touch with reality. Needless to say, he says he has some buyer's remorse.
I think the hardest part about all of this is that middle-aged, I didn't think I could get fooled again by politicians, not after W, which I voted for.
Sure you do. We're not surprised.
I voted for peace and independent parties.
No, you didn't.
Every election since then.
No, you didn't.
And I'm still processing the fact that I've part of the demographic that ushered this into power.
Yeah, thanks. Congratulations.
Now we're sending our kids to die in war again. Over nukes.
Yeah.
Not weapons of mass destruction. That was never going to work. It's full-blown, maybe potentially nukes this time.
Yeah.
I hate myself.
Yeah, you should. Oh, you silly biatch. You knew exactly what you were voting for. And you don't sound like the typical podunk, lack of education MAGA type that we see. And you just admitted that you keep up with politics. And he literally has been saying what he was going to do for years. And you know about Project 2025. You voted with your racism and your hate. And now you're in that finding out phase, literally because you're worried about the kids around you that might be shipping out soon, or some of those that might be coming to your hometown. But guess what? There's many of us that we're not forgiving and forgetting you assholes, okay? So welcome to the fascism that you helped create. And you know that last part that you said? We feel the same way. We hate you assholes too, all right? But the rest of you, y'all have a good day now, okay?
these people that are regretting their votes, this and that, they're only feeling bad because it's directly affecting them. If everything were to be going smoothly, right? If everything were to be going as planned, in quotes, and none of this was happening, they would not come out to say a single thing. They are just coming out because this is directly affecting them, and this should not be the case. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think all those people coming out that are having a bias remorse are just coming out because these policies are directly affecting them? And do you think if the opposites were to be the case, they will still come out and sing the same song? Let me know what you think in the comment section. I really want to hear from you. If I found value in this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you can know when I post a new video. And I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Ciao.